Okay, this slide is about health. So this is the first one is kind of about psychology, you might say. This was more health related, and it says, it reads, health is perhaps composed of at least 5 components: your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your social health, and your spiritual health. What are your thoughts regarding this perspective, and how does it apply to your life? So, you know, fortunately, the vast majority have good physical health, because if you don't have physical health, your life can become a living hell. Can become a living hell. Sometimes people who are physically ill in a very severe way commit suicide because they're living a living hell. And then mental health is very important. Right? This last summer we had the Olympics. This very successful African American gymnast. She paused her participation in the Olympic Games to deal with her mental health. It became a big deal on the internet. People were like, "Wow, she stopped competing," and the reason she stopped competing is she's telling us is because she had to deal with mental health issues. So this is very important, and we talked about a little bit about that, how to address that. Right? You want to have do things that make you happy, make you feel good, maybe with family or friends, right? And try to have positive thoughts. Right? You might need to go to a counselor. Going to a counselor is okay. Psychologist, whatever, that's fine. Right? Talk to people that you trust about any issues you might have. And then emotional health, we talked about that. Using your thoughts and actions to improve your emotional state. And then social health. By social health, we mean, I think things like when you go out in society, you don't have a bunch of problems. Okay, I've had friends who, like, everywhere they go, they have problems. Like they go to a club, they get into a fight. They go to the market, they get into an argument. Everywhere they go, they have arguments and fights with people. Okay, that's not social health. Okay, social health means like you go out in society and you can get along with people, right? You're polite, respectful, they respect you, and things are smooth. Not all the time, of course, but most of the time, like that, right? Then you have social health. Then maybe you have some good friends. You don't have to have a lot of friends, but at least one good friend. You have good relations with your family members. That's the kind of social health that we need. You know, I think we need that as human beings. We need to be able to go out in society and not have problems. Okay, that's very important. And have at least one friend, you know, or a few friends, and have good relations with your family members. That's part of, I think, social health. And the last one is spiritual health. That one is hard to define because the idea here is that you're connecting with something that's larger than you. It doesn't have to be God, okay? Because some people don't believe in God. And it doesn't have to be a religion like Christianity or Hinduism or Islam, or whatever. But that you're connecting to a kind of spirit that's beyond yourself. You know, something that you feel beyond who you are as a person. Because, you know, we're just little people in this big planet in the middle of this huge universe. Okay. That's not to say we're not important. We're still important, okay, even though we're just little people. But you want to connect to something. I think there's a kind of spirit that you can connect to, in my experience. Okay, and in this regard, there's an album came out many years ago. There are probably other ones, but the one that I know of, there's an album that came out many years ago called Illuminations. And let me type it up here for you because you might want to listen to it. And let's see, here we go. It's an album called Illuminations by Alice Coltrane and Santana. Okay, so you may want to go on YouTube or the internet or buy the CD or whatever and listen to it. Now, this album is kind of coming out of the Hindu tradition, meaning coming from the tradition of India, and some of it might be a little too much Hindu for you. Okay, for me too. Some of it's a little bit too Hindu for some people. Okay, but some of it is very interesting because you probably want to listen at night, turn the lights off when it's dark, and then listen to it, and you can feel yourself, from my experience, connecting with this kind of spirituality. So I mean, that's one suggestion. Okay. I'm not selling the album. Okay. I don't get any royalties, but that's just my personal experience. But I'm sure there are other experiences, right? Like the Gregorian chants of the Christian church are kind of like that. If you listen to Gregorian chants, you feel some spiritual connection with something beyond yourself. Okay. Okay. Let's go next slide.